Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, I'm back. So a few weeks ago someone commented on one of my videos. He was asking for a tutorial on how to make the VHS look, so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so this is the type of look we're trying to recreate today. All you need for today's tutorial is Lightroom Mobile and PixArt. You need Lightroom Mobile for the color grading of the photo, and you need PixArt for the VHS overlay. Alright, so let's head into Lightroom. So this is the photo we're working on today. I'm just going to reset everything. Where's the photo? Okay, see here. Reset everything. Okay, so we're going to start from the light panel. I'm going to take the contrast all the way to -100. I said the contrast, not, yeah, contrast all the way to -100. I'm going to take the highlight to -45. Okay, -45 right there. Okay, for the shadows I'm going to take it to -29. Then the whites, we're going to drag it all the way back to -75. -75. Okay, now we're going to use the blacks. We're going to take them back to -17. Okay, that's good. Alright, so we're going to skip the tone curve. If you want to see what happens there, watch to the end. I'm going to skip to the color. So for the temperature, I'm going to take it to 14. Let's do that. 14. Alright. Then the tint, I'm going to take it to 18. Alright. Then the vibrance, we're going to move it up to 24. So let's drag that up to 24. And the saturation is going to -32. Now let's move into the color panel, the mix panel I mean, to work on the colors individually. So we're going to start off with red. For the hue of red, we're going to take it to -10. Then we're going to take the saturation to 13, and we're going to take the luminance to 10. Okay. Now for orange, you're going to move the saturation to 13. Okay, we're going to move the luminance to 13 also. Alright, then we're going to move to yellows. So for the hues, we're going to take it down to -22. And for the saturation, we're going to take it up to 30. Mind you, this particular look, it works best outdoors, maybe when there's sunlight or there's a nice sunset. If you want to get a similar look to this but for, you know, indoors, check out my video on how to make the Polaroid look. Yeah, that's good for like when you're taking pictures indoors, or you're using a flash also to take pictures. That's very good for that. You could also use this, but that one is way better. I'm going to leave the card somewhere here. Now let's move on to the next color, which is, oh, before we do that, sorry, let's move the luminance down to -6 on yellow. -6 for the luminance. Alright, now let's move on to green. So for green, I'm going to move the hue to 28, -28. Okay, then for the saturation of green, we're going to take it down to -31. And the luminance down to -25. Okay. Now we're going to move on to aquas. So for aquas, we're going to move the hue down to -31. Okay. Now we're going to move the saturation down to -27. And the luminance down to -13. Okay. 13. Okay. Now let's move on to blue. Now for the hue, we're going to take it down to -24. gonna take 24. Okay, we're gonna take the saturation down to minus 26 and whatever, 27, and we're gonna move the luminance down to minus 20. This video reminds me of my first video, how to edit with Lightroom. Like the way I'm just speaking like this, like move this to this. Like I remember that video. That video was so funny. I was like, hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, all you need is Lightroom, man. Oh god, I'll leave the card here somewhere, man. That video was funny. Anyway, luminance for blue is minus 20. Okay. Alright, let's move to purple. Now for purple, we're going to move the hue to minus 30. We're going to move the saturation to minus 26. And the luminance to minus 23. Good. 24, whatever. We're going to move to pink, the last one. And we're going to move the hue to minus 19. The saturation to minus 22. And the luminance to minus 14. Good, we're done with colors, so let's move on to the next thing. Let's move to the effects page. Here we have the texture, clarity, vignetting, and all that good stuff. So let's touch up on the clarity. We're going to move the clarity to 19. Okay. Don't mind how the picture looks right now. Then you're going to see the difference. And I'm also going to leave this picture in the description so you guys can follow along with what I'm doing. Okay, so you move the texture to minus 4. Okay, now let's move the dehaze to minus 23. Okay, 24. Now let's move the grain to 13. In fact, let's do 15. So guys, the next thing we're going to do is work on the split toning. So let's go to the color panel, and then you see the grading button there. Tap on that, and then you see this page where you have these 3 color wheels. Swipe to the one on the far right, which is the highlights. So we're going to move the saturation of the highlights to 10. And we're going to move the hue to 298. So in fact, get to 298 before you move to 10. That's much easier. So let's just drag this around the wheel till we get to 298. And okay, alright, there. Then let's just take it down to 10. Right. Okay, well, whatever. 298 and 11, 298 and 10, same difference. So let's click on done. Now let's move on to the detail page. Here we're going to control the sharpening. So let's go there, detail. So we're going to move the sharpening up to 5. We're going to move the noise to 9. The noise reduction, I mean. Come on. The noise reduction, we're going to move it to 9. Then the color noise reduction, we're going to touch up on that. We're going to raise it up to 9 also. So now we're going to move to the tone curve to work on the highlights, midtones, and shadows. I'm going to drag this one up. I'm going to take the blacks down, all the way down here. Now on the whites, I'm going to take them down here, all the way here. That's fine. And I'm going to drag the highlights down also halfway, right here. Okay, I believe that's fine. So let's click on done. Alright guys, so we're done with this. Sorry, I forgot to mention, the last thing that you have to do is go to the presets page, look for vintage, and click on vintage 10. That's what's going to give you this purple kind of look, right? So now we're going to export this file and take it into PixArt so we can put on the VHS overlay. Now when you put this preset on other images, it might look like this, like it might not look as nice. So you can now adjust certain things, like for example, I'm going to raise the shadows a little bit so that my face can show, the details in my face can show. I can decide to raise up the exposure too, right? The preset is just the base of the edit. It's the foundation of the look. When you apply to different pictures, that it's gonna have different looks because they're in different situations, different locations. I mean, the different lighting and all that. So when you apply the preset, you can now adjust it to the specific photo, right? Okay, now let's move on to pixie set. So I'm going to just export this image, save to camera raw. All right. Now I'm going to go to my camera roll and I'm going to open PixieSet. PixArt, sorry, I don't know why I keep saying PixieSet, PixArt. Sorry about that. So let's open PixArt. Nope. So now that you're on Pixar, what you want to do is click on the sticker page and search for VHS. Right? Just click on the first option. Then you're going to scroll down. You can honestly pick what you want, but for this look, I'm going to pick a specific one. So I'm going to pick this one right here. Now I'm going to increase the size of this. Now I'm going to crop, in fact, wait, let me do this first. So I'm going to increase the size of the VHS overlay. I think this is fine. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is tap on blend. I'm going to change the blend mode to screen so it's transparent like this. Okay. Now we're going to click on apply. Now to really make this look, you know, nice, to finish the lookup, I'm going to crop the image so that it fits with the overlay. Okay. I'm going to click on tools, click on crop, and then just resize my image so it looks good. Alright, apply, and this is the final look, guys. This is the VHS look. So you can save this as a preset, apply it on other images. Like I said, this preset is good for images that are outdoors, maybe at sunset, sunrise, whatever it is. You can also apply it indoors, but I advise you to watch my video on how to make the Polaroid look or even the Travis Scott look. Those looks are good with flashlights, right? Or indoor images. So save this preset, use it on images, tag me on Instagram so I can see what you did with them. My Instagram is at Daniel Are. This time my old Instagram account was hacked. Daniel with 3 L's and A-R-E. Guys, click on this video to watch my South Carolina vlog. But before you do that, don't forget to leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my Spotify playlist. It's in the description. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram too. And I'll see you in this video.